Welcome everybody to Vibe Time with Geri, and then it's going to be followed by the freaking awesome show. I have Jodi Nettles holding, and she's more than just Crossroads. Crossroads is a podcast that is on every Thursday night. It's actually her and Teresa Sayers, and that is Thursday nights at 9 o'clock, but it's beyond Crossroads. So I'm going to introduce Jodi because I know that we don't have a lot of time. Before I do that, I want to talk about some of the events that's coming up. The one in particular at the Cabin on 360, September 25th. It's going to be the world's largest ghost hunt on that particular day, but that is where I'm going to be at. Tickets are $20. You just go to the Cabin on 360's Facebook page and purchase your ticket. We also have, of course, Virginia Paranormal Events, which is ran by John Stevens. He does an awesome page. He also has a website. I think it's www.virginiaparanormalevents.com. If I have that wrong, John will correct me and put it in the link, but hopefully not. So anyway, I'm going to introduce Jodi because I've been excited to talk to her for a while. So this is really cool. And then on another day, I'll bring Jodi and Teresa back from Crossroads, and we'll just be one big happy show. So anyway, hold on, let's see. Are you there?
Yeah, am I unmuted?
Yes, you are unmuted at this point. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am fine. Just a little bit of a...
I have got an echo.
I do have an echo? Okay, let's see. I don't have an echo on this end.
Okay.
Do you still have it?
Not anymore, no.
Okay.
We're good.
Okay. Because I'm using a totally different phone than what I'm used to using. So, yeah. Hopefully we don't have any lagging or echoes.
No more echo.
Yay. Can you tell me a little bit about, I know that you do Crossroads and you do it with Teresa, but there's other things that you do, and I didn't appropriately introduce you because I know you as Crossroads. So, but I know it's way more than that.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I'm with just a little bit. SOS Paranormal, and I've been doing that for well over 20 years. Mm-hmm. But we also hold a teen paranormal camp every summer for kids ages 10 to 17. It's usually at the end of June, and it's like a week-long camp, and we take the kids to so many different locations and teach them how to properly investigate and use equipment. They get to meet a lot of people in the paranormal field, and so many of the kids that do come to our camp have gifts that they can't really talk about because they get made fun of in school and stuff like that. So they get to come to our camp and they can be themselves and learn how to use the gifts that they have. So it's a wonderful camp for the kids. We enjoy every minute of it.
Yeah, I bet that is Teresa's on. She's so cute. Ashley's telling me it's a little hard to hear. Okay. As far as on the Facebook feed, because I had to switch phones. That's the problem. Okay. Can you hear us now?
Hi, Teresa. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? I hope so. Sure. Yeah, I can hear you fine, but I don't know if they can hear it on the... I'm trying to see what the problem is. That's why I want to use a different stream, because this is getting on my nerves when I have to pick up one phone, pick up another phone, have the laptop out. It's just, it's overwhelming, and I'm not used to using this phone.
Okay, she said she can hear you, but it's hard to hear her.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You can't hear me?
All right, so
Sorry.
I'll put you up a little closer. It's not your fault. There might be an echo in the phone, but where's the
Okay.
camp at that you have every year? What state is that in? Because I know it's not Virginia.
It's Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
And
Okay.
it's in, Schuylkill County. We call it Skook. so, um, but we do take the kids to different states. We have taken them to New Jersey and different places like that. So we just get permission from their parents, and the parents are like, no problem. We take them for a day. It's day camp. It's not overnight. So we take them to places like Penhurst and the Selma Mansion and places, like, God, we've been to the Emig Mansion. We've been so many different places, and we spend a full day in Gettysburg. And the people that you meet there, you know how that is.
Yeah.
That place is awesome. But there's so many places that we've been over. We're going into our 11th year with Teen Camp. So, and when they graduate from high school, they have the opportunity to join SOS if they choose to.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had several of them do that. So.
And that's really cool. What motivated you to start that?
I grew up in a haunted house. And I started seeing things when I was like 3 to 5 years old and didn't have the answers, and it was bothering my mom too, whatever the spirits were, because the house used to be a funeral home before my parents bought it. And they used to embalm the bodies in the basement and show the bodies in the living room. So
Oh, wow.
imagine that. Yeah. So we saw and felt and heard many things as I was growing up. And it seems like they do come more toward children because they're more open to it.
Right.
But I couldn't talk about, you can't talk about that kind of stuff to your friends because then you get made fun of. You get that peer pressure. So when I got older, started SOS with a friend of mine who passed away a few years ago, so she's no longer with us. But we decided to start the teen camp mainly because somebody from Penn State who works at Penn State asked me to do a camp there during their week-long children's camp that they hold in the summer. So we did that for 2 years, and every year that we did it, the camp filled up immediately, faster than the basketball camps and soccer camps. So
Oh, wow.
kids were really interested in coming to camp. So we decided to do our own and went from there because I just felt like kids were getting the wrong impression from the TV shows.
Right.
And it kind of worried me. And I knew the pressure that kids are in, and I knew some of the kids that came to our camp personally. So I knew that they had gifts and abilities that they couldn't talk about in school. So they came with me to camp, and they still have been coming to camp.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. I knew that I was supposed to join y'all at your last camp, but I wasn't able to with some of my medical stuff I have going on. So hopefully that'll change.
Yeah, we missed you, but COVID kind of put a damper on a lot of things too.
Right. Yeah.
We couldn't go to a lot of places that we really wanted to this year. Like last year, we had to cancel it, but we got as much out of camp this year as we possibly could. You know, we couldn't see a lot of people because of the COVID. Because usually we always have so many people that are lined up wanting to talk to the kids and be a part of the camp, but COVID kind of put a squash to that.
Right.
So hopefully next year will be a little better. Yeah. But
right.
we do the best we can with the kids.
That's really cool, though.
I have kids that live down. Yeah, they live down the street and they go with me to all the investigations I go to. They're like sidekicks.
And how old are the age ranges? You said 10 to 17?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, 'cause 10-year-old, imagine being a 10-year-old and seeing a spirit for the first time. That's a scary thing,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and we try to teach them how to deal with that and how to turn it off, you know, and learn to live with it. It happens.
Mm-hmm.
It happened to me. I know that.
Oh, of course it
Probably to you
does.
too, Jared, so.
Of course it does. I get, clients when I have clients come in for Reiki. Sometimes I get they have certain kids have gifts. They're more in tuned to themselves and they don't know how to handle it, and it's very hard for them and it's overwhelming. And when you can meet somebody that's like-minded, it makes a world of difference.
It does. It really does. Because I know my one grandson, he's only 7 or 8, and he's starting to feel spirit and hear them. And Nanny has to start teaching him how to deal with that. So.
Right. That's right. And so many people, unfortunately, don't want to talk about that, because they either or it's they don't know about it themselves, or it could be overwhelming to a parent also, and they just don't know what to do with it.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, we do more than just teen camp. Like, we go to the Battlefield Bash in Gettysburg, and I take any kids that want to come with me to spend the weekend, and we hold a thing called the Kids Club, or the Kids Zone. And they get to paint faces and rocks and play games with the little kids that come along, and I give them community service hours for school. So we try to give back as much as we can to the kids.
Right.
Because they need so many community service hours to graduate. So we let them do that. And they have a blast. Because I don't know if you've been to the Bash, but it's awesome. It's an awesome weekend, and they raise money for kids with cancer and the Wounded Warriors. So it's a really good cause. And Batman's there, and all these celebrities. And
that's really cool. I have not been there yet. I'll have to put stuff on my bucket list. I just haven't had a chance to go to a lot of places, even now, with not just with the COVID, but just with what's going on with me. Yeah.
Yeah. How are you doing anyway?
I'm doing better than what I was. I still have issues with going under certain lighting at certain times. It varies. Honestly, if I like this morning when I took a walk, I was walking dizzy. I'm like, are you kidding me? Then I go to the store and I'm under these lights for a little while and I start to get dizzy, and I'm like, wow. But it's not the dizziness that people think where your eyes start to spin. It's not that. It's the head. It starts off in the ear and then it moves over. But as soon as I get back under natural lighting, I'm fine. And I can tell you that Food Lion in our area, I don't know if y'all have Food Lions where you're at, but where we're at, Food Lion is the worst lighting ever. I feel sorry for their employees.
No, I don't know if there is one around here.
Yeah, it's
one down in Reading.
Yeah, it's one of our local stores, and it's just I'm fine, but when I get up under that particular lighting, it's the worst. And when I think about my condition, of what I have going on, and then I think about the people that are working there all day under those strong lights, it's horrible. Because you don't realize you have stuff like that, or you can get stuff like that until, their lighting is moist. I knew Gene Wells was going to say something like that. He's always going to make fun of me no matter what. Yes, the lighting is very moist. It is, yeah.
Oh, geez.
But yeah, it's...
Never heard of it. Anyway.
Yeah, it's a mess. So...
I thought you were going to wear your bitch shirt tonight. I was hoping you'd wear your bitch shirt because you're part of the club now.
I I am. My bitch shirt is downstairs drying with all my other clothes. I have it sitting on a rack.
Oh, I see.
I do. I have all my clothes down there. I just did clothes. And it's a bit moist out. It's hot.
Oh, yes, it is.
You're lucky to even get me in this tank top because because it is very hot. I don't know about where y'all are at, but over here it's hot.
It's hot here. It's sweaty hot.
Yeah.
It's really sweaty.
Yeah, I like the summertime.
Yeah.
But I don't like it when it gets like this.
Yeah, we let Geri join the bitch club, the Selma bitch club.
Yes, I am in the bitch club.
Did you see the picture I posted of the bitches?
I did.
Oh my God, it was a riot.
I saw all the bitches.
The men love their pink shirts. Did you see the men with all their pink shirts on?
I did, and they look really good in those pink shirts, though.
Oh, they love them. They're all like all these men. Like Dave Seiler yells. He was like the announcer at Bash, and he yells, "I'm doing this under protest. Anybody who's part of the bitch club, go outside. We're getting a picture taken." And everybody's looking like, "What?"
That's so funny.
And then you see all of us marching out with our shirts.
Yeah, that is so funny.
Great.
Yep, I saw your shirt. I did.
Yeah.
I did. I saw the pink
like
ones.
The men's shirts.
I do like the men. I do like the men's pink shirts.
Oh, I do too. And the men, they think they're hot. You know, they have to wear their pink shirt.
Yeah, we'd be perfect in the pink pearl at the cabin.
Oh, yeah.
It would match perfectly.
Oh,
I couldn't help it.
Well, Howie has a pink shirt. He wore his.
Yeah, he'll have to wear it at the cabin with his top hat.
Yeah, he wore it on one or two of his shows already.
Mm-hmm. And actually, yeah, the color looks good on him, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it really does. I keep forgetting.
What else do you want to know?
Let's see. Talk a little bit about Crossroads, because a lot of my friends on here don't know what Crossroads is.
Okay. Well, we started on Paramania with Dave. And we were on that for about a year, and then he shut down Paramania, and then Howie asked us to come over to Blog Talk. It's just a weekly radio show that we have numerous guests that come on and talk to us about paranormal things. We talk to para-celebrities and people involved in the paranormal, psychic mediums, anybody that would want to come on and talk to us about whatever they're into. And they can plug themselves and whatever events that they're going to and talk to us about different things that, got them into the paranormal.
Mm-hmm.
It's me and Teresa Sayers. She's my number 2. I'm the number 1 bitch. She's the number 2. So.
She's so funny.
Yeah, we all have numbers.
Yeah, she's a trip. Her and Keith. I think I was on her and the Otter's Den for about 2 hours last night, a little over 2 hours.
Oh my goodness.
If I didn't have to get up at dark 30, I probably would have been on there a couple more hours, because we were just really getting into, readings and Reiki and energy work and just different topics. But, the show was going so well. I had to get up early because I got to get the kids and stuff ready.
Yeah.
So
I watched a little bit of it, but you weren't on it yet. So but I had to get up early, so I had to go to bed.
Yeah, I think I got to bed.
I would have watched.
Yep, I got to bed around 11:30.
Like an hour's sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're quite talkers. They like to talk.
Yeah, but we were having a good time.
Oh yeah, I always have fun with Teresa.
Oh yeah, she's a fun bitch to be around.
Right.
Sorry, Mommy.
Oh. Oh. Bitch is not a bad word anymore. We're proud of it.
True. True. We got the Bitch Club and the Boo Bitch Paranormal.
Oh, yeah, there you go. See, everybody wants to join this bitch club. They all think they're bitches.
Yeah. Yeah, but you really...
I'm okay.
You really have to be a brazen...
I've earned.
Yeah. Yeah, you really have to be a brazen bitch to be on the Bitch Club.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We had a friend of mine, we were at Fort Mifflin, and this is the first time I was called a bitch by the spirit. We were in one of the things doing our investigation, and we just asked a question. I forget what the question was, and it goes, bitch, over the speaker. And I'm like, and my friend Donna goes, we're nice people. We're not bitches. And it kept calling us bitches. So when I started the bitch club, she wrote to me and she goes, you and I are the first ones that were called bitches, so I need to be in that club.
That is so funny.
I had to send her a shirt.
That is so funny.
So that's when I got called bitch first. It was a little over 10 years ago. Yeah. That was a riot.
That is hilarious. So that's where the Bitch Club came from. I was about to say Boo Bitch. Bitch Club.
Yeah. Every time I go out on an investigation, for some reason, over the spirit box, it always yells bitch.
Yeah.
So what do you guys do? Pass the word along to the spirit? I mean, come on.
Yeah. Mine is, well, it's because sometimes I dress in costume, but mine is slut.
Oh, well, so you joined the right club then.
Yeah, it's like, really? But it's because I'm in costume, and, you go on historical properties, and they don't know what pink hair and leggings and,
yeah,
heeled boots were back then. So to them, you're a streetwalker.
Every time they call me that, they'll go, the kids, it calls me that when I'm with the kids, and then those kids will say, oh, they called you the B word, so I guess it's a session now.
That's
like,
funny.
Yeah.
That is so funny. I mean, I've been called that a lot in my lifetime. I just tell people to put a handle on it. It's Miss Bitch.
Yeah, I'm proud of it. I earned it.
Yeah, now I just tell people to call me that. I used to tell people to take a number.
Good one.
Yep, take a number. Because I would get called that. When you work probation, you get called all kinds of names. You get used to it. Oops, there goes the phone. Y'all just went toppling down with my phone. So I used to get called all kinds of names, and then finally I got to the point where I just told people to take a number.
Right. Are you still working?
Huh?
Are you still working?
Not there. No, I retired from there.
Okay.
That's funny. That's what the state told me to say. She retired. No, she didn't.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So now I just do my Reiki, do energy work, and work at our local museum that we have. We have a local museum here. It's our Scottish Factor House. It was completed in 1766, so I work in a very, very old building.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. I like going there. I like meeting different people. I'm sure you do too. You just meet all kinds of different people and interesting people, and it's really cool.
It's neat when I take the kids out for the camp, and all the people that want to meet the kids and talk to them and teach them different techniques and stuff.
Yeah.
It's really neat.
Yeah.
The neatest part is the kids have taught us so many cool things, which is really neat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's cool too with people working, helping you work with these kids because everybody has different techniques to stuff.
Yeah. And we try to teach them the proper and safe way to do things. And we don't put them in a harmful position. If they're feeling uncomfortable at any time, we take them out of that location really quickly so that they don't have to feel scared.
Right.
And we try to have fun. We try to make it really, because you're taking them to places like Penhurst.
Right.
Where there were so many kids involved in that place. And we don't want them to be scared. We want them to have fun, but experience what's going on.
Right.
In a fun way. Does that make sense?
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. They have, I always say to people, I would rather investigate with 10 kids than 10 adults.
Yeah.
I know that sounds terrible, but the kids want to learn. And what you teach them the first day and show them the different techniques and things like that, they listen and they learn and they want to learn. Like if you tell them, don't whisper, talk normal, don't make noise. If you're going to make noise, mark it, so that when I listen back to everything, I can say, that was an EVP or that was somebody moving, And they do that. You get with adults and they're eating chips and carrying on and
Well, no, I mean, you're absolutely right. And I think kids are very creative, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've learned a lot from the kids, which is really cool. We do a thing called Skype on the first day where we have para-celebrities. They actually are calling, like messaging me because they want to be part of kids camp. And these are people you see on TV.
Right.
And the kids are so thrilled to see them. And I don't know, last year we didn't have camp. It was the year before we had Galen from Ghost Brothers. And the kids absolutely loved him. We had him on for like 2 years in a row. And he was saying to the kids, well, what kind of things do you do when you go out investigating? And they were telling him all these different techniques that they were using, like when they went up to Rest Haven Cemetery, how they put their hands behind their back and asked the spirit, how many fingers am I holding up? And the spirits would tell them. Or writing things in a book and saying, what did I write in the book? And the spirit would tell them, And Galen says, oh, man, I got to use these techniques on my show. Well, the kids went, oh, no, you don't. You don't do that unless you tell them that SOS Team Paranormal Camp showed you how to do that.
That is so cute.
And he's like, whoa, okay, no problem.
I know, that is so cute. I'm going to have to use those techniques, too, and have to name it on my recordings. That's really cool because you would have never thought to do that when it comes to intelligent spirit. That's really cool to me to do as a trigger if you have a child spirit around too. Right. Well, they were in the child section at the cemetery up above Rest Haven. Oh, wow. Very haunted area in our town. And they also did a thing where they stood behind they had crosses there with names on them by each grave. And they stood behind them and they said, okay, we want you to tell us whatever name you can see on here, tell us the name. Can you tell us the first name, the second name, whatever's on here. And the spirits would do that. They would repeat a name through the spirit box, which is phenomenal to get that kind of response. Yeah, that is cool. It was like they wanted us to talk. And we had a man up there, he does the gardening and cleans the place up, and he said to me, there's a grave over in the corner. It's a no name. Try to find out the name of this spirit that's in that grave. I can't honestly remember what the name was, but we got a name for him, which was really cool. Now, do you think some of that is because they were children that were doing it? Yeah, there was a lot of children. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I always tell the kids when I take them to Penhurst that I use the kids as bait. They just laugh at me like, no, don't do that, Jodi. I said, yeah. Just, we'll go in there and play, and they do these things. We have these light-up sticks that you can get at Walmart for $1 a piece. And they come in different colors. So I bought a whole bunch of them for the kids when we go investigate. We had Kelly Miller with us and Flip Searles, and we went up on the one floor, and a kid stood in each doorway, and they each had a different stick. And they would hold the stick out and say, okay, my name is blah, 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 what color stick am I holding up?
Mm-hmm.
And like clockwork, those kids would tell them, you have a blue stick, or whatever color it was.
Oh, that's cool. You wouldn't have never thought to do that because we, we take those sticks and line the woods with them. Are those the ones you're talking about? Or is it a different one?
Yeah, they use them. I got them in the fishing section at Walmart.
Okay.
And they light up.
I know what you're talking about. Okay. I've got some of those.
Okay. Yeah, they're great.
Mm-hmm.
To on investigations because, we were doing an investigation, and I think it might have been at the Haldeman. And I kept asking, what color? And finally the spirit, honest, I almost fell over when it said, I'm colorblind. Like, alrighty then, I guess we're not going to play that game anymore.
Oh my God, oh my gosh. Yep, I know which ones you're talking about because I bought some of those myself.
Yeah, use them.
Yeah.
They're great. They're great to use on investigation.
Mm-hmm. Purple ones, green ones. Yeah.
Yeah, yellow, green.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are nice to have.
Right. They work.
Yeah.
You get a good response. The kids asked me if I would bring a coloring book along and crayons when we went to Penhurst one year. And I'm like, okay. So we go to the one section in the Mayflower building, and they got the coloring book out and laid crayons by the coloring book and said, we want whoever's here to tell us what color you'd like us to color the shirt. What color would you like us to color the hat? Like depict the page.
Oh, that's cool.
And the spirit would tell them. And they colored a picture, and then they said, okay, tell us the name of whoever it was that was helping us, and we'll write it on this page, and we'll hang it up for everybody to see. And I can't remember the name of the girl. It was a girl. And so they wrote her name on the picture, and they said, an SOS Team Paranormal Camp. And they put the date on it, and they hung it up on the wall. And when we went back 2 months later, it was still hanging there. So that was really cool.
Oh, those are some really, really neat ideas.
Yeah, these are techniques the kids use. They come up with these ideas, and they also do duck, duck, goose, which is really fun.
Well, how do you ground the kids? I mean, when you're taking them out like that, because I know a lot of people, like if I take my youngest, for instance, to do research, I often get, you shouldn't take him there. He shouldn't be doing that. He's too young for that. And I'm like, I ground him and surround him in light. It's not like he's not protected. When
right. They have a grounding technique that they do.
Yeah.
They go in many places.
Yeah. I was
We
wondering.
have several people that will do that for them, and Kelly Miller helps them a lot with the grounding.
Okay.
She's also a psychic medium. You probably know Kelly.
I may not.
Yeah. Okay.
What's her last name?
Helping Miller.
I'd have to go and look. I hate to say that. It's terrible.
Yeah.
I'm better with people's faces than I am with names.
Oh, I am too. I could never be a politician because I could never remember names.
Yeah, I can remember your face from 20 years ago, but I have a hard time remembering people's names. It's terrible.
Oh, I'm exactly the same way. Yep.
I mean, like yesterday I went to go help my son with something, and this boy, I felt so bad. He walked up to me. He was helping me, this young man, and he was like, "Don't you remember me? I was in kindergarten with your son." And I was like, he's like, "My name's Cameron." And I could not remember to save my life, and I felt so bad. But then when I got home, I remembered exactly who it was, and I was like, "Oh my God, these kids, they grow up, and you're remembering them when they were in kindergarten, little. You're not, now they're taller than you are." And I just told him, I was like, "I'm sorry, I don't remember you." But it upset me. Well, it didn't upset me, but he remembered me, and that was what was so embarrassing about that particular moment, was that he remembered me.
Aw. That's nice, though.
Yeah, it was, but I just felt really bad that I did not remember him. And then it hit me when I got home. It came to me in a picture. I was like, "Oh, I got a picture of him from when the kids were in kindergarten." So it's just like, it was just embarrassing. It was an embarrassing moment yesterday. Yeah. So, but yeah, I remember faces. I can remember your face like a mugshot. You know. I'm not alone, right?
You can do it. That's okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not alone in that situation.
No, you're not. I'm on the same page, hon.
Yeah, that's good to know.
I'm lucky I remember who I am half the time.
Yeah, me too. I know you get busy with doing things, and
yep,
you just forget.
Yeah, I know. Well, we've been doing, before COVID hit, we were doing a thing monthly with the kids because they were all asking me, "Can we do this? Can we do that?" We were doing a teen club, which was, we would do it for free. Mm-hmm. Any kids that want to come with us on locations, we'll take them to different places and see if they're interested in the paranormal and teach them a little bit, just for a day. And it picked up really good. The kids really loved it, and it gave them the interest that they would come to camp then. But then COVID hit, and we couldn't do it. It was like almost a year since, and we want to get back into doing that again. So
yeah, I wonder how open our community, because I live in Middlesex County, and it's a pretty big county. I'm wondering how open our community would be to something like that. It's been very hard to break through the paranormal here. I was talking to one of the kids' teachers today, and I mentioned it. And I told her, I'm like, I'm one of those parents. And she just kind of broke silence with me on the phone the minute I said paranormal. So I don't know how that would work out here, but it just sounds like a really, really good idea. I wonder if I put feelers out, what people would think about that.
Yeah, it's just a teen club. It's just for a few hours, like on once a month for like a Saturday. Mm-hmm. And we've been we were taking them to like different locations in Gettysburg. We took them to the Emick Mansion. We took them, not really, really far away because it was only for a day. There's a place in local called the Tamaqua Elk, and that place is so hopping with energy. The kids really enjoyed going there. Just different location every month. We try to pick a different one. And the kids that went really had a good time. And some of our para-celebrity friends would join us every now and then. So we had a good time. And then they would teach the kids different things.
How many kids are in the group?
In SOS?
In your, like when you do your club events, like when you do that and you do your investigating, how many kids are you investigating with when you do something like that?
We don't like to have it any more than 15.
Gotcha.
Because we drive them. You know, so, and that's how our camp is, too. We try to limit it to 15 kids.
Okay.
This year we had, I think we had 13 kids this year. So we had a good number.
Okay. I was flipping through my notebook trying to find a clean piece of paper to take some notes on.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
If you need anything, you know, it's fine. We used to have several people would donate to the kids so they could go to camp because there's so many kids that want to come but can't afford it.
Right.
So like I was telling Howie on his show the other night, we're going to try to do some fundraisers again to help some kids. Because I hate to have anybody not come because they can't afford it.
Right.
We can't do camp for free.
Right.
Because everywhere we go, we have to, you know, it costs money. And we don't make anything on camp. Everything goes back to the kids because we get them T-shirts. We get some pieces of equipment. Last year we got them audio recorders. They get snacks and drinks all week long. We get them a meal when we go to Gettysburg. I mean, they get a lot. Let's put it that way. But, you know, it costs to get to the places too. So,
right.
We're trying to be, you know, we try to be as reasonable as we can in how much you charge. And we also, when we start advertising, we just tell the parents or the people that are interested, it's a $50 non-refundable deposit, but then you can pay on it until the camp. You don't have to pay it all up front.
Right.
So we try to make it easier on the parents, and I mean they could pay $10 a month if they want to, and so they can pay all. You know what I mean? So.
But the camp itself in June is a week long, correct?
Yes, it's a week, and then we've actually been adding a day. We've added an optional day on Saturday, and at no extra cost.
Okay. And
we've
so
been taking them to Muhammad Ali's camp, and we have the energy up there is just over the top. It's really good up there because it's on Sculp's Hill, and it's not just Muhammad Ali you're going to talk to. You're talking to the Indians because there was Indian massacres that went on up there.
Gotcha.
So you're getting a whole lot of different kind of energy up there.
Oh, wow.
But that's where they were playing Duck, Duck, Goose. They were playing it with a dowsing rod. They would go around and say, duck, duck, and if it would cross, it was goose. And then they'd have to run around and, you know, duck, duck, goose. They got a lot of good response out of that. They had a blast.
I have to write that down. That's cool.
Yeah, they came up with that one. That's another one they did, you know.
That is...
I think they told that to Dalen, and Dalen's like, oh, I want to do that. And I'm like, oh, no, you don't.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun to me.
Yeah, I have it on video. I just haven't had time to go through everything yet.
Right.
With so much. Because what we do is we give them CDs with all the video from the entire week. It's all edited and everything, and then we give them all the pictures that are taken, all the evidence, everything. They get it all. I told them, I said, you might get this after Christmas, but you'll get it.
That is so cool. I would like to talk more about that, about the camp, because that just sounds like it's a lot of fun.
It is. They learn a lot. We've had kids come in from Georgia.
Oh my gosh.
From Connecticut. Yeah. The one girl, she was coming from Georgia. We always call her Georgia. I forget what her real name is. We always say, oh, it's Georgia. But she's wonderful. She wants to join the team. She just graduated from high school last year. And another girl just graduated, and she's going to be part of the team. I gave her a shirt at camp. We celebrated graduation. We do that at camp, too. Anybody that graduates, we have a graduation ceremony for them. We get them graduation caps, and we give them a gift and give them the option whether they want to be on SOS. So
that's really cool. I'll have to get the ins and outs of that, because that just sounds like something really cool to try to bring here.
Yeah, I'm glad to help you.
Yeah. I wonder if you could. Yeah. I wonder if you could. So the camp that's a week long. It's day camp though, right? It's like they go. Hi, Yvonne. They go for the day and then they go back. How does that part work?
Well, they go. Like say Monday is kind of a short day, so okay. They get there at 7 in the morning, okay. And they go home about 4:30.
Okay.
The next day they come. Like I give them time to get there in the morning. So, like Tuesday is our long day because we go to Gettysburg. So the kids have to be at my house by like 6:30 in the morning, so we can get to Gettysburg by 9. And we don't get home till almost 9:30 at night.
Gotcha.
Like 12 hours. And then the next day is usually Penhurst, and then we went to the Selma Mansion on Thursday. We did the PA Dutch Campground, which is awesome, and we did Muhammad Ali's camp, which was an extra day. So we try to do, like, toward the end of the week, closer locations so that the kids can sleep in a little bit. And
right.
We hope to, because we're exhausted till the end of the week.
Right, I can understand that.
But we're exhausted, but we have such a great time with the kids. We learn more from them than I think they learn from us. I really do.
Well, I agree with you on that. And, when you're talking about using, I use my 12-year-old as bait for that because children's spirit they just resonate with him. They like to come to him.
Oh, yeah, they gravitate right to them. Yep.
And it's like...
But if I would say that to people that aren't in the paranormal field, I say, I use kids as bait. They look at me like, oh, you're a crazy lady. I'm joking, huh?
Yeah, we use children as bait for paranormal research. Let me just put that out there so y'all don't think that we're using children as bait for other stuff.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. If I don't reiterate that, people may think that we use it. They're perfect for a paranormal field because spirits like to gravitate to kids.
Wouldn't that be funny, though, if somebody just tuned in and they heard us saying, we use kids as bait?
I know, right? If I have SWAT come over at my house, it's your fault.
I don't know you.
Yeah, okay, now you're going to throw my ass under the bus. Thanks.
Oh, why not?
I've never seen that woman a day in my life. I don't know who the hell she is.
I don't know her. What's her name? I don't know her name.
Yeah, what's Vibe Time? We don't know what Vibe Time with Geri. I've never heard of that show before.
Who are you talking about? Yeah.
That's all right. Teresa would come to my rescue. I don't even know if she's still on the... I don't even know if she's still on my live. I can't tell.
I don't know.
She probably ditched us. If I talk smack about her, you think she'll show up on the comments?
Oh, yeah.
I don't see the bitch on here. I think she's gone.
No. Come on, bitch. Get on here now.
Yeah, I know, right? I think she ditched me.
Oh dear.
Yeah, she's fired.
Yep, there you go.
I have somebody that's tuned in, but I don't think it's her.
Well, I would gladly help you because I had a woman message me about helping start one up in Massachusetts, a teen camp.
That would be cool. As much shit that goes on up there.
Come up and help them. Yeah.
Oh,
I said, these glasses.
yeah, I want some more information and get some help with that. Oh, so Keith and Teresa are actually, I didn't know the 402 number on here. Oops, my bad. Oh, let me shut up before I get myself into more trouble. So we're sitting here talking smack and they're listening. I'm
I don't
sorry.
get it.
I'm sorry. I take it back, every mean thing I just said about you. Forgive us, please. We knew not that you were listening to our conversation.
We did it on purpose.
Yes, we did it on purpose. They're so funny. If I would have known that that was the number, I would have pulled them off and mute on my. But I'm gonna have you and Teresa come back anyway on a show together because we had fun on your show. Remember when I came on y'all's show? We had a blast.
Yes, and you're supposed to come on ours. When do I have it?
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I am supposed to come on yours. I don't think we set up a date because remember I got sick.
Oh, that's right. Well, we have every Thursday in October open, so you can let me know if when you're available.
I'm sorry. I will. Let me look up. I'll look up on my schedule. I'm going to write it down. Something has been causing me to cough. It must be Keith. He must have jinxed me.
Hi, Keith.
Who broke out the doll? Somebody broke out a doll somewhere.
Oh, God. There was this creepy doll at the back, and I took a picture of it because it was one of the teams had it at their stand. And I'm like, oh my God, this is the creepiest doll ever.
It can't. Well, I guess my doll is cute. She's not creepy, so I can't say much.
Oh, dolls just creep me out. I don't know why.
Oh, I have quite a few, but I use them as trigger toys, with the exception of my Hoodoo Voodoo doll.
Instead of kids, right?
Yeah. I take my 12-year-old with me. Friday we are going to a haunted walk / history tour in Yorktown. It starts at 6, and I believe it starts at the Diggs house. So that's going to be really neat to go to. They started doing some tours out there. Uh-oh, I lost the whole connection. You still there? No, I got to continue the episode. All right, let's see if I can get my connection back. I hit continue. All right, hold on. I'm having some technical difficulties. Somehow, this phone lost satellite. So let me see if I can call in again. I hate when stuff like this happens. Getting ready to have a good time. Let's see if it'll work. If not, Ryan's going to kill me.
Finished. Press the pound key.
Let's see. I've never had that happen.
To start your show now, press 1 to hear.
Since it appears you're calling back into a live show, we are reconnecting you now.
I know. My whole phone cut off. Hello.
Oh, I'm here now.
Okay. I don't know. You know what that has...
I didn't know where you went.
I don't know where I went. That's never happened the whole time I've done my show. It's never cut out like that. Ever.
It's me.
No, it's probably something with my...
It's the spirit.
Yeah, what'd you do? No, it's Keith's fault.
It was me.
No, we'll blame it on Keith and Teresa.
Yeah.
They're doing some shit.
They probably are.
Yeah, they're probably like, oh, she's
Never know
talking.
with them.
I know, she's talking smack about us, and we can't say anything back because I'm sitting here on mute. Yeah, let's just do it this way. Boop, boop, hang up.
Unmute them.
All right, I will unmute them. I got, 4 minutes to unmute people. Hold on.
There you go. Unmute them.
Hello?
I want to hear them. Hello.
Hello?
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 I see you.
Hello, can you hear us?
I was told to unmute you.
Yes.
Can you hear us?
Yes, perfect.
Yes. I hear you.
We hear you.
Here? Hey, bitches. Yes.
We're in the Walmart.
We're in the Walmart. We've been listening to the show.
In the Walmart.
You hear us talking smack about you?
In the Walmart. Y'all are hilarious.
I love it. Yes, we have to shop too.
Yes, I know you do.
Oh, I might smack about you.
We were talking smack about
Yes,
y'all.
I love bitches.
I can't wait to have
I
both.
know. I just love.
I know. I can't wait to have both of y'all on my show together. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Most definitely. I'm looking forward to that myself.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yes, we've been talking a lot about the camp. I find it very interesting.
Oh, yeah. A lot of fun. Oh, Jodi, oh, man, she's really good for the kids. They love her.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't stand up about that, yeah. They just love the snacks I bring. No, I don't think it is that.
Aw.
The snacks every day.
That's cute.
No, I spoil them rotten. Yes, you do. Yeah, I do.
Well, some kids need to be
And they
spoiled.
deserve it. Yeah, we have a good time. I'm running up and down the aisles looking for one specific thing, and it's bugging the crap out of me. I hate it.
Can't find
we
it.
were only kidding when we were talking smack about you, because I do love you. Yeah, it's okay. I love you guys, too. I know you love me. I can't help it. You're my number two. Somebody said to pick on me.
You have
I
to.
figured it would be fun. Definitely. You can't find it either. Okay. How hard is it to find a wrinkle spray? Okay. I do not like the iron. So that's my go-to.
She's so funny. I just throw that shit in the dryer.
I thought you meant wrinkles on my face, if you could find one spray for that. Oh, God. Let's not talk wrinkles, okay?
Y'all are terrible.
I don't want to go there.
You see what happens when I get them to see what happens when we get together like that? It's like bam. So you'll.
Yep.
That is funny.
It's almost up, though, right?
Yeah, it is. I got less than let me look. I have less than a minute. I got to get off because I don't want to cut into Ryan's airtime.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
No, Jodi, I appreciate you coming on and talking to me.
Bye, Teresa. Bye-bye. Thank you. Love you guys.
Love you too, bitch.
Love you. Thank you so much.
Sorry, Mommy. You're welcome. And I'll have y'all back on because we always get together and have fun.
Yes, and you can call me anytime, Geri, and we can talk about camp.
That works for me, and I appreciate that because I'll be in touch with you about that.
All right, and let me know when you can be on our show, too.
Okay, I'm going to look at that right now. Thank you, Ashley.
All right, anytime in October.
Okay, I'm going to go look.
Thank you so much for having me. It was fun.
Thank you. Bye.
Good night.
Night. Bye. I always have to remember what I'm doing here because if I have to always remember to hit continue so that Ryan can do his show, because if I don't do that, then Ryan doesn't do his show. But I appreciate you coming on, Jodi, and I appreciate everybody that tuned in this evening to the show. We're going to talk more about this camp. This sounds very interesting. So this might be something that could be brought here to the surrounding counties. It's a thought. Where's Marjorie Austin? We need to talk. So yeah, we shall see. I'm trying to think. Next week, I don't have my calendar. I left it somewhere and I can't go back in. I have a friend of mine that's going to be coming on, and we're going to be talking about some of the bracelets that she makes, because she like custom makes certain things. Thank you, Pugs. She custom makes bracelets and things like that, and so she's made me some. 2 of mine broke, but it's not her fault. It's just they didn't want to be bracelets anymore. So anyway, I'll be having her on next week. So thank you, Jodi. I'll be in touch with you more in regards to the camp and how you do that. It's really cool. And I appreciate everybody that has tuned in to Vibe Time. I have stayed up late, and so I got to go to bed because I have to get up at dark 30. So I appreciate y'all's support. If anybody wants to go on that historical tour, I think that's on the Yorktown. I think we put it on the Virginia Paranormal Events page. I had to think there a second. I think I posted it to Virginia Paranormal Events page, and it's basically a historical walking tour. It starts at 6 o'clock. I think tickets are like $10 or $15 or something like that. So that's going to be it starts at the Diggs House, I believe. So if you go back through Virginia Paranormal Events, you should be able to find it. So anyway, again, thanks for coming on. Thanks for supporting me on Facebook Live. And Jodi, thanks for coming on. Ashley, thank you for tuning in every week. I really appreciate that support. And I can see you. I don't know who else is on here. It's only letting me see you. So if I got other people on here, which I think I got a few other people, thank you so much for watching Vibe Time with Geri. And y'all have a great night.